Hello. Okay. So I want to just go over. Hope you guys are loving your daily mentor calls and are learning a ton. I'm super curious to see what kind of your biggest takeaways are. So feel free to post those when I post this back up. But I want to talk about mid-month strategy and kind of different things that you can think of, right? Because ultimately, we talk about how when we're preparing for particularly months like what we've been having in November, which, like, guys, November's volume has been crazy awesome, like insane awesome. Just with like the holiday items, and we've as a team enrolled more people this month already than we did last month altogether, and it's only the 12th of the month. That's pretty awesome. So what you can do, and even if you haven't done this yet, that's okay. Identify what rank you want to be hitting by the end of the month, okay? And then you got to work backwards, okay? And look at, okay, if I want to hit manager, I need 500 volume. If I want to hit director, I need 2,000 volume. If I or executive, 2,000 volume. No, director, 2,000 volume. Executive, director, 1,000 volume. Executive, 2,000 volume. Oh, my brain. And elite, 3,000 volume. If you're wanting to hit premier, you've got to get two of those legs to executive. Okay, so think backwards on where you want to be, and then identify how you're going to get there, and come up with a strategy on how what are your monthly things you're going to do, right? And then what are your, down to the final week, you see your numbers, and then the final day, and then literally like the final hour, right? Like, what are some top up ideas, like things that you can do? So obviously for this month already, you guys have been, we've all been just emphasizing the holiday items. They're not sold out yet, right? So don't stop emphasizing those. And then we've been um, getting people enrolled with their wholesale account, particularly because we have these new kits out as well. How can you, all of those people that ever told you that a family essentials kit was too expensive, you now have this option, right? Where you can get them started with a kit, but it's only, $100 versus that 180 price mark, right? And that's just a little bit more appealing to some people, right? So go back um, and hook up with those people, right? Because if you can connect them with their own wholesale account before BOGO happens, then they can start ordering BOGOs through their own account and accumulate points and all that kind of stuff, right? Because even though they're in their first ordering month, they can't place an LRP order, which means they won't get a percentage back in points, but they will get 50% of the shipping back in points. So that's still significant. Like, it still adds up, right? So, just hook as many people up with their wholesale accounts, just like any month, as possible. And, as you're going through the daily mentor calls, you're going to see, just some big things that, just because we're switching it up in the way that we're sampling and teaching and all that kind of stuff, right? But then your strategy for, those final weeks, really looking at, whether it's running your own BOGO or flash sale, creating your own BOGO kits towards the end of the week, your final hours, getting things like hygiene kits. You can actually purchase those hygiene kits that doTERRA then sends to underdeveloped countries, and they're worth, I feel like, 20 PV each. Just look up hygiene kits; they're awesome. Getting like the 10% off item, or things that you're going to need for sampling and giveaways, and think about like upcoming classes, things that you might need. or even because we're having like our open house coming up in December as well, right? What are some things like the holiday items, anything you can purchase to bring to that as well? And I mean, you can never go wrong with things like lemons and wild orange and all that kind of stuff, right? And prepping for upcoming BOGO giveaways or whatever, right? So, like, there's lots of different creative things that you can do, but really, the best, most amazing way to get volume that you didn't anticipate is go through your back office and see who has it placed in order and reach out to them. They obviously they bought oils at one time, they loved them. um, Talk to them about why they're not using them, right? And you could reignite somebody's passion, right? Maybe they just kind of got lost in the shuffle, right? So um, it's never too late to go back through your back office and look at those things as well. So those are some things that I would encourage you to do. And again, I'm gonna invite you guys to take this time now to listen to another Daily Mentor call. Okay, so I am going to get off of here, and I want you, if you guys have any other big kind of brain activity waves that you are going to be running for your customers, post them. Okay, I really look forward to hearing them, and let us know how you're getting creative. See ya.